So, for anybody who has not been, possibly paying attention, Amari Cooper just got ruled out. Definitely big, considering the fact that most of these plays were put in the books before that news. Um, but with that being said, let's let's see. I was letting the book get a little refreshed. They had to take off all the lines. All right, there we go. Huh. You know what? We'll parlay it. We'll parlay it. Let me get this in, and then we'll discuss. This is gonna be a tough one. Do a half a unit here. All right. So, and I'll post these in the chat if anybody wants to give a tail or fade Hey, we're not all winners here. We're not all winners. Um. All right. So NBA play tonight. C.J. McCollum over 8.5 rebounds and assists. That's at minus 125. That is really the only NBA play for tonight. We don't dive too deep into that. Um, some of the singles for tonight's Thursday night football game. Uh, Quincy Williams over 7.5 total tackles at minus 115. Um, IDP props we've been pretty good at. They book seems to discount the assisted, so that's single and assist tackles. Um, they seem to drop that low. Normally is averaging around like 9 a game, so should be able to hit that. And then we're going heavy on Tyler Conklin here. Um, over 3.5 receptions, as well as over 28.5 yards. Safer play for me would be the over 3.5 receptions. I think the dude had 10 plus targets last week. So the way this Jets offense operates, uh, they are stale, and what they're gonna have to do is just check down. Simeon's at quarterback. He said all he does is check down. So shout out Brees Hall. Hopefully you get some checkdowns as well. For the people that don't know, in the fantasy championship game uh, this week, and my opponent had Amari Cooper, so you would think that that would be beneficial, but I had a hunch Amari was going to have a bad game. Um, so the guy he's got on his bench is Nico Collins that I don't want to face, so let's keep that away from him. But yeah, so Conklin's overs, uh, and then as well the game over at minus 105. It's over 34. That's what it's sitting at now. I'm sure that's going to be going crazy. If you can, 35.5 is as high as I would go. I mean, it was also before the Amari news. Um, but I still think that, you know, fundamentally the Browns, I mean, Flacco's just been tossing it up. If he just tosses it up, he tosses it up. Um, yeah, Amari's great, but they got some other guys that can do some stuff. Uh, so we'll see, but in a lot of my parlays that we're about to get into, uh, I took the alt uh, over at 31.5. just to kind of be safe and secure that. But I mean, I do think that the defenses are going to be able to provide a little bit of uh, scoring possibly, and we'll see what happens there. All right, so the first parlay, and look, keep in mind some of these numbers are gonna have obviously shifted. They were all placed before the Amari news, but all those bets, by the way, 1 unit, whatever your own unit is you know, I mean, I think they should win, but it's not. We're not smashing the hammer down on any of these plays, um, but that's how you win consistency. So first parlay, 1 unit, got it at plus 600 odds. Jets plus 12.5. That's probably looking a little bit better now because of the news. So that's good. Um, Over 31.5. Flacco over 1.5 TDs, and then Njoku over 25 receiving yards. Probably not gonna get the same odds as I did on that one. Um, just because Njoku had to have shifted as well as the Jets after Amari. But pretty confident in that one. Kind of already gone over, spreading over. Maybe not the spreads, but I think the Jets can keep it within 10 points. I mean, it's Thursday night football games. They all suck in a sense, so they normally do kind of stick together. I mean, Jets came out hot on Washington last week. They've obviously playing with some pride here, even though their season's over. So I don't think they're going to just roll over to Cleveland. Um, and then Flacco over 1.5. I mean, obviously that hurts a little bit losing Amari, but I mean, like I said, he's still just throwing it up. He's still got Njoku. They can't run the ball at all. So, if you got Jerome for, I mean, from what I've seen, I'm staying away from anything like Jerome Ford related because they just seem to only want to pass, and that's coming from somebody who has been on his fantasy team, and we had to cut him this week because you know playing the long game now. Got to make sure I have enough. Can't be getting 8 points on the bench. We just got to get the most bench points in case a tie. Just strategy. But the next parlay, over 31.5. Conklin over 3.5 catches, and then a Miles Garrett sack. Uh, that I got at plus 800. That might not be too different, but you know, to me, this all revolves around that one sack. Miles Garrett's been getting there. He just hasn't hit home. And with Simeon there, I mean, just it only takes one play. So we'll have, probably roughly 50 to 60 chances for Miles Garrett to get that one sack. He's the best player on the field. It's just a dart throw at that. And then you might be able to get this probably at better odds now. But I got it at plus 185. Kind of probably wish it would have been a little bit better. But Browns money line, Brees Hall over 4.5 catches. I mean, dude had 12 targets last week. I don't know why the line is this low. Part of me hates it because Brees Hall is on my team in fantasy, and I don't like to bet on my players that are in fantasy because it just feels like bad omens. Because then you lose twice. I'd rather hedge it. Like I had guy I was playing had Amari Cooper. I bet an Amari Cooper anytime touchdown, because then it's just like, you win some money if it happens, and it makes the fantasy sting a little bit easier. But that Brees Hall over 4.5 catches, I think he gets it. It's pretty high. It started off at 3.5, but it is at plus odds and 4.5. So risking it for the biscuit. That's what we stand by. So we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. One parlay, another parlay I just got in. Plus 475 odds. The over at 33.5. Njoku 5.5 receptions, and then Flacco over 1.5 passing touchdowns. So I just like the odds at here for the possibility of a a 34-point over game. Um, you know, it's a little bit double dipping, so that kind of worries you a little bit. If Flacco doesn't get 2 touchdowns, it busts 2 parlays. So I try to stay away from that unless I really feel confident in it. Um, but we're gonna ride on it. Want to get Njoku's receptions in there somehow, and had I placed this before the Amari news, I would have been a lot happier. But this was just right before the game giddiness. So maybe take those as singles um, instead of parlaying them, because I just Amari news shake some things. So we'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, hello there, 504 Live. Let me know if you're going to be tailing or fading any bets. If you have any bet questions, we can discuss. I need to get my animation set up. 504 Live at the top of the leaderboard for the all-time top cheers. Appreciate that. Go give him a follow. See that my chat on Streamlabs is not working either. Okay. Oh, there it is. No bets tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, I thought, oof, oof. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the strip club. Don't ask me why. I don't know. When you said, I respect single mothers on an entirely different level right now, so my bad on that one. But yeah, solo parenting is not easy. I have 3 dogs. They don't amount to a child, but it can be rough out here. But you push through. So no bets for 504 Live. If any of the other chat, you guys got Yes, 504 Live, we are aware of the Lancelots system. It is a bit broken right now. Um, so yeah, don't take advantage of that. Okay? Okay, chat? If you could just leave it be, and we'll fix it another time. I mean, fuck. We'll do it real quick. We'll do it real quick. Give me a second here. Fuck. It was just confirmed that Nico Collins now is in place uh, of my enemy. So we're not happy with that, chat. We're not happy with it. But I mean, you just gotta hope for the best, man. You just put your players out there and you hope for the best. Give me 1 second. We'll get a little pre-gaming in. Appreciate that 504 Live. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Question is, what are we feeling tonight? Chat, any games, any specific games you guys are feeling? Let me know. I think Spicy Nugs will be on here soon, joining us. Keep in mind we got a big follower goal going on right now. So just four more followers and we reach 100. Let's get the game on. Damn, Aaron Rodgers is staring at this camera.